Welcome to vUWS Flash, featuring a brief overview on quizzes. My name is Hermy Cortez, and I'm a blended learning designer for the Learning and Teaching unit. In this episode, I will provide you with some tips and tricks on using quizzes in vUWS. In vUWS, quizzes are referred to as tests. Tests and surveys are collectively known as assessments and can be accessed from the control panel by clicking and expanding the Course Tools menu and scrolling down and selecting Tests, Surveys, and Pools. A test requires a student to answer one or more questions. Creating a test automatically generates a column in the Grade Center to record the student's performance. Instructors can also use pools to create a collection of questions to use in multiple assessments. Pools can also be used for random blocks and question sets. As you can see here, when you build a test under the Create Question menu, there are now 17 different question types available that can be included in a quiz. I'll just quickly demonstrate 3 question types you may not be aware of. Firstly, there's a hotspot question, where a specific point on an image is used to indicate the answer. For example, you can ask your students to select a particular point on a map. There's also a matching type question, where there are 2 columns of items. Each item in the first column must be matched to an item in the second column. There is also an ordering question type that requires users to provide an answer by selecting the correct order of a series of items. Once a test has been deployed in a content area, you can access the test options by clicking on its contextual link. I'll go through a couple of new options available for your test. Firstly, there's the test availability exceptions. This allows you to select one or more groups of students and make a number of exceptions to the already established availability settings. You can use exceptions to provide an accommodation for students with special needs. Another new option is the Show Results and Feedback option, where instructors can set up to 2 rules to show results and feedback to students after they have completed a test. Rules occur based on the event selected. For instance, you can have a rule where the test results show after submission, presents the score for each individual question. You can also choose to show all possible answers, correct and/or submitted answers to students, as well as show any feedback you may have provided. Item analysis is another new feature in vUWS. It measures the effectiveness of your test question, letting you see which questions might need revision. Item analysis is available to deployed tests only. You can access this from a test deployed in a content area or the Test, Surveys, and Pools page, or a Grade Center column. The item analysis page contains summary statistics for the test as a whole, as well as individual questions. The test summary shows a snapshot of the test. It shows how many attempts are in progress, average score, and average completion time. You can see how many questions are good, fair, and poor discriminators of students' performance. You can also see how many questions were easy, medium, or hard. The difficulty value is calculated by how many students answered the questions correctly. In addition, questions you might want to investigate are marked with a red dot. For more information about quizzes or tests, please visit ondemand.blackboard.com for other video and instructional resources.